It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
What it do? What it do? Welcome to another episode. Let's Bet It. Monday, November 17th. We got LJ from H-Town with us today. How you doing, bro?
Doing great, bro. Happy to be on with you again. See if we can attack this board, man. Get some money with my man dropping dimes and stacks in the house, man. Let's get it.
Plenty of money to get to, man. How was your weekend? What did for those that follow you on Twitter, what did you end up playing over the weekend?
Oh man, I actually swept the board, bro. To be honest with you, I had Browns plus the 8.5, had Seattle plus the 3, Bills minus 5.5, 49ers minus 2.5, and I had that Bengals in Pittsburgh under 48. Hit all of them, swept. You know what I'm saying? So, and like I said, I like how I don't. A lot of times when I don't put my plays on Twitter, I seem to do good. So I'm glad I didn't put them on Twitter because you usually come out profitable when you keep them to yourself and just let your best ride. You know what I'm saying? Putting yourself out there, kind of, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Kind of lose a little bit, you know. So I was very happy about it.
It puts a little pressure on you. It puts a little pressure
you know
on
what I'm
you.
saying? For real.
Yeah. Stacks, bro, how you doing, man?
I ain't sweep the board yesterday, but I did pretty good, and I feel LJ completely. Like I do other shows, and I could have a 11-4 day, but lose the play. All the plays that I post, I lose. Like it just doesn't feel the same when you wake up 11-4. You're supposed to wake up like and you keep thinking about them videos and the plays you did publicly on this show, and you be like, so I get it. I went 6-3 yesterday, and yeah, well, and a push, but Packers pushed on me at 7. But Falcons are disappointing. Basketball still doing good. It's just I don't know. Like I was telling you backstage, I got this something gotta go with that. Like I can't no more. I'm tired of saying next year. So until they still my team, I ain't jumping ship. I'm just not talking about them no more.
Nah, man, I feel it, man. We talked about it. They were on my short list as far as betting, and I ended up not getting to it, and I felt like an idiot for the longest during that game until I didn't feel like one. I'm like, man, they just got to piece it together. They too talented for this.
I can't even point the finger. Like our defense is better than years, but I don't know. We just horrible. It's gonna be a long time before we sniff any success, and I'm okay with that.
Mm-hmm.
Just be a little closet Falcon fan. Keep my little mouth shut.
All right, fellas. Well, we got quite a few games. It's a lot of spots. I bet one spot already. But man, there's a spot in almost every game that I feel like is worth a look. Pacers, Pistons, first one up. My poor Pacers, man, they suck. One of the worst record in the NBA. Coming off of a game that I thought that should have been a good spot. The Raptors were on the last of a 5-game road trip. The Pacers were at home, had the rest, and they still got smoked. I mean, it was like a turnstile on defense. And so they're coming into this one. Detroit has won 9 in a row. I mean, they've been on fire, just exceeding expectations that, preseason. I didn't think they would be this good, but they are. Man, I think they're getting 11.5 now. I think the line has moved. They're laying 11.5 down at home. But something in me, and there's some numbers to support it, I think the Pacers come out in the first half at least. The first half at least. I know the number was sitting at plus 5.5. I don't know if it's moved because the line is moved. But Detroit has the 17th best the 17th net rated team in the first half this season. In the second half, they jumped to 5th. which really tells me that these guys kind of get started. They kind of start playing a little bit later in the second half. Maybe they make some adjustments, some things along those lines. But they always seem to come and play, or really bring it in the second half of games. And then I was looking at the schedule spot for Detroit, and they've got to look ahead to Atlanta tomorrow. Atlanta's been playing. I mean, they've been just as hot as Detroit has, and that's a road game as well. So this is the last of a 4-game homestand for them, and then they hit the road for Atlanta tomorrow. And this is off of a big win over Philly. I could see them maybe overlooking the Pacers for a half. Not saying I don't know if the Pacers cover a full game. Maybe it gets to a point where all of their flaws show in the second half. But I think at least the first half they can stay with them. What you think about this one, LJ?
I'm thinking about points in this game. I like Detroit. I like how they score the basketball. And they're averaging around 60 points in the first half. So I'm going to take a shot on their team total over 59. I don't want to take the spread in the first half. I see it's 6 right now. I think the Pacers can probably cover that 6. It may be a close game. I don't have to have Detroit win by a margin 6 in the first half. I just need them, just to put up points. And I don't see Indiana putting up any resistance, playing any type of defense because they got too many men injured. And I just think it's a lot to ask for them, consider how less of manpower they have. But like I said, they could be feisty in the first half and keep that margin close, even though they are ranked 27 in first half margin, and they're allowing 67 points in the first half the last 3 games. So they've been giving it up for the most part. And Detroit is that type of offense that could put points on you real fast. So I'm just going to stick to the fact that they put up points and hit that over 59 because I'm looking at them to have 60 points by halftime for Detroit. So over 59 team total first half is my look.
All right, cool. Stacks, man, you got any thoughts on this one?
No, I told you, I forget what game it was. I don't remember what game it was, but I wrote off your Pacers. I'm cool on them for a while.
Mm-hmm.
I can't cap these games right. Like I'm always on the wrong side of the Pacers team, whether it's the total, whether it's the Pacers, and them just ATS. Like, but this Pistons team, like they just keep winning. Like they just like business as usual. They keep winning, but this number done grew. Like I want to say it was like 8.5 or 9 this morning when I woke up. Now before we came on, I think I seen 11 and a half.
Yeah.
Like at some point you would think like, I don't know, maybe that line too tall. Like maybe I should try the Pacers, but I need to see it from them for a couple games. And with the Pistons having the Hawks tomorrow, that'd be a good spot. Hopefully, respectfully, hopefully they blow y'all out. Then we hop on the Hawks tomorrow. That's how that works.
And I think too, man. And I'm just thinking ahead to tomorrow, getting off track. But man, the under in that game, I wonder what the total's gonna be. You got 2 teams that really have been playing good defensively in Atlanta and Detroit, but that's tomorrow. But yeah, if I had to look anyway, man, it'd be Pacers plus the 6 in the first half. LJ likes the over 59.5 for Detroit. They were a turnstile on defense, like dead ass. I could have went out there making layups. Like I'm like, there is no resistance at the rim whatsoever. And you talking about a team that was on the last game of a 5-game road trip doing this. Oh no, man. That was pretty bad. Let's hit the next one. Bucks Cavs. Cavs laying 7.5 at home. Total sitting at 235.5. Man, I like the Bucks here, to be honest with you. The Cavs still got a lot of injuries. Garland is sitting out for this one. Until this team is whole, I just can't trust their offense. I know last week I took a Cavs team total under that a lot of people liked until, but I like it again tonight. The only reason I don't is just because the Bucks defense is so suspect, and I don't trust anybody else on that team besides Giannis. But I just think the Cavs offense is a fade. So if I had to look two ways in this game, it would be Bucks plus the 7.5 and Cavs team total under 121.5. Stacks, you got anything on this one, bro?
Yeah, I actually like it, and I see the line moved slightly against me, but I'm not really concerned with that. I posted Bucks plus 7 early this morning, like 7 something this morning. Bucks plus 7, so 7.5 is even better. But I'm not concerned about this line movement. We already seen this earlier in the season. The Cavs won, but they didn't cover. But that seems like what they're doing now. The Cavs is in regular season form, or they winning games, they're just not covering. And we just seen them in a revenge game against the Raptors. It should have been where the Raptors won the first game when Donovan wasn't playing. And the second game was still same exact scenario. Raptors jumped on them. So we already seen this Cavs team beat the Bucks earlier in the season. I think they won by like 5. Bucks just coming off the loss, embarrassing loss to the Lakers. So kind of like the Bucks in this spot. They're 4-2 ATS as a dog. Only thing is the Cavs. I think they won like 6 straight against this team, but give me this present form Bucks team and this Cavs team that never wants to cover. So give me the 7, and I look at Yarn in some type of way.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense, man. I think with these guys, man, they've been such a regular season juggernaut. I mean, if you look at them last year, they started the season off. I know they won at least their first 15 games, and I think it was a few more than that. So maybe they looking at this regular season like we're gonna win, but we're not gonna cover. We need to be playoff ready. LJ, what you think about this one, bro?
I lean points just because the Cavs are over team for the most part, but I'm gonna stick to the prop of Giannis. You know, he is probable. I don't know if he's been ruled in yet, but as far as Giannis, hold on one second.
Dogs barking.
Man,
You know what that means.
he about to man. Look, man, when my dog be doing that, like in the middle of this, man, I be getting so furious, man. Like, bro, you can't hold it together for a little bit while I do this.
Yeah.
No, I put mine in the man cave. I learned about doing that. I put her away.
No, my son had walked there from school, but he got her. But yeah, I'm gonna stick to Giannis on this one, man. I'm gonna take his rebounds. I got it early over 11.5. I don't know if it's still plus 100, but I think that's good money, man. When he gets on the road versus the East, he rebounds the basketball, bro. 12.5 rebounds he's averaging on the road. And it's going back to last season. This is something he's been consistently doing versus the Eastern Conference on the road. Getting those rebounds, dominating that paint. In the last 6 games versus the Cavs, he's averaging 14.5 rebounds. So he has history versus his team, dominating the paint, you know. So I don't see nothing changing on that because this is one of the nemesis that he plays with. You know, they have some history together with this team. So I believe Giannis is going to come out here in Cleveland. They are wounded too because they don't have Garland and they're out with Strus. So they're wounded right now. So I believe Giannis is going to come out here. You know, so I think it's on TV too, to be honest with you. I think it's on Prime tonight, if I'm not mistaken. One of them, Peacock. No, I think it's on Peacock. So it's going to be a nationally televised game. And all stars step up in those situations. So Giannis on the road versus the Eastern Conference. Rebounds, over 11.5 is my official play in this game as far as a prop. But as far as the side, I stayed away, man. You know, I need the Cavs to be full strength in order to take their spread. But like I said, I can see points because they're 65-40 to the over going back to last year. Number 1 team in the league. So points is what they're going to put up. It's just about if they're going to hit their shots. Because Donovan Mitchell going to put them up. You know, he shoots a lot of threes. His 5+ assists is good money too. You know, I think he's hit that consistently. So if you can find like a little parlay piece to match his 5+ assists, that's good money too. But I'm just going to stick to Giannis, man. You know what I'm saying? Getting these rebounds tonight. Over 11.5.
It's a good look, bro. Good look. Good look. Let's hit this next one. This is another one that this is top 3 for me as far as a play. Sixers and Clippers. Harden just played the most minutes he's ever have played in a game the other night. He's been in the league a hot minute. He played 51 minutes last night or the other night. Was that last night?
Yeah, against Boston.
Yeah, that was last night because I had Boston first half in that game. So a back-to-back and Harden is 87 years old and just played 51 minutes last year. The Sixers team total over 112.5 just screams at me because the Sixers are going to pace them up. I don't care how slow the Clippers play. They on the road. They on the second leg of a back-to-back coming off of, the game they played last night. The only thing that concerns me is that Paul George is supposed to be back. And sometimes that can, throw a wrench into what just a wrench into the chemistry. But I just don't see the Clippers being able to stop them from scoring at all. What you think, LJ?
Yeah, I see a lot of points. I see points on both sides, but the fact that the Clippers coming off a back-to-back and they played all those minutes, you would think their legs will run out eventually because the Sixers like to push the pace. And, they got rest too. I love that look right there. 3.5 rebounds for Maxey. He's hit that like almost every game. That's too low because he's hit 4 rebounds for the most part every game. So that's
and Clippers. My fault. And Clippers against guards.
Yeah.
Like you always want to get the guards rebounds against the Clippers. Always.
That's an excellent look. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely have that.
A lot of misses too. I think you're gonna see a lot of misses from the Clippers too tonight.
Yeah, definitely. But I don't like the Paul George's coming back. I just like you say, I don't know if he's gonna throw off the chemistry with the Sixers because I like how they're playing, especially when Embiid's off the floor. Because that's how they want to play. Put points up, fast pace. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to be stagnant in the paint because they're not a good half-court team. They don't have the personnel to. But like I said, now that Paul George is coming back, maybe they're going to switch to trying to play half-court because he's a half-court player. You get what I'm saying? So we'll see how their offense switches up with him in the lineup. But I want to see it first before I try to invest money on the side because I like the Sixers early as well. 5-1 against the spread in the first half at home is where they do business. That second quarter is really where the Sixers' money is. I've been saying that a lot. But if you just want a sharp play to bet them live, if they're down in the first quarter, take the second quarter, Sixers live. It's been good money. But as far as the first half, at home it's been good money too. I will lean that way, but I don't have nothing to fix it because I just got to see Paul George back in the lineup for me to make a play with the Sixers. But because I'm never going to bet the Clippers. I don't think the Clippers are a good team. I think they're old. I think they're retread, and I just think they're going through the motions. You get what I'm saying? So until they prove me otherwise, that they're going to be a viable team in this league, I'm never going to bet on the Clippers, bro. You get what I'm saying? So it's Sixers or nothing for me.
Stacks, what you think about this one, bro?
Yeah, I'm right with LJ. Like, it would only be, I don't have nothing in this game, but it would only be Sixers or nothing. There's not a chance I would be on the Clippers. I wouldn't have been on the Clippers if yesterday didn't happen, but I just feel like that was the outlier, like Harden throwback game. But all day I was looking at Maxey's rebounds and assists. But just like y'all just keep saying, I just can't get over this Paul George thing. Like, it's not a coincidence that you came back against the Clippers. But
right.
Like so you was hurt all year and then now you're playing the Clippers when they're on a back-to-back, and now you're cool to play. So, and then Harden, you look at Harden, he's going to want to play against the Sixers. So, but like you said, how can he? Like, you can't come out and do that again. Like, you got to show me you can do that again, unless you're going to get, like, your second burst of energy because you're playing Philly. But you ain't that mad at Philly. Like you said, you're too old. 51 minutes, then travel? Nah, you got to show me. You got to do that to me.
Under his points might be a look.
I seen it's funny. I thought about it and then I seen who was it? UCapper. He likes that under. It's just it all makes sense, but I can't bet his under. Like, one, they don't have too many scoring options. Two, he's playing Philly, so like if there's any time that you're gonna have a little bit of extra energy, a little boost, like a little extra pep in your step, I don't know. I just want to watch it, but I can't bet Harden under
his career. You know how long he's been in the NBA, and he just played the most minutes in his career last night.
So could you bet the under? Could you bet the under and not stress out?
No.
That's my set. Like the signs, all stars of the line say under 26 points, but I can't get there with that.
Yeah.
If he was playing anybody else outside of like his old teams, but you're going back to the Sixers the way it ended. You just had a throwback game yesterday. I think that was an outlier. Maybe it's not. Maybe he could do it 2 games in a row. Maybe he'll be done for the season. But I just don't want I don't want him to show me and me lose money. So,
No,
and that's the only reason why. And if Paul George wasn't on the team, I'd be on Maxey's rebounds and assists. I just don't know. Like this is his debut, right?
Yeah.
Like day one, I don't know. I think the Sixers were doing good without you. Like, don't you try to get rid of him?
He's got to be on a minutes restriction too. So I don't know, man. I think I'm either gonna get there with Sixers first half or Sixers team total over. I feel like even if he plays, he's gonna be on some type of minute restriction to where he's not impeding the flow too much. That's
It could
just
come out from that though. Like it's against the Clippers. Like, I'm sure that he told him this is when I'm coming back. There's no way it just happened by coincidence.
And he gonna come out and do it, and he gonna come out and look like that Gatorade commercial where he hitting stuff off the side of the backboard and shit. I don't like Paul George, man.
He's gonna try to snap out though.
Huh?
He's gonna try to go hard.
I could see it. All right, let's hit this next one. Hornets Raptors. Raptors laying 8.5 at home, total sitting at 239. Raptors have been playing, Detroit, 2 of the hottest teams. Who would have ever thought we'd be saying in 2025 Toronto and Detroit 2 of the hottest teams in the NBA, but they are. Got a thought on this game? I know Melo is going to be is going to be in tonight. Not sure to do with this. I like the Raptors defense. I like that they have defensively they've stepped up, but I know this isn't a good schedule spot for them. So, LJ, what do you think about this one, bro?
I think I'm gonna take the Raptors early. First half -4.5. The Hornets are a horrible first half team. You know, I don't care what spot they're in. They just can't start the games off, fast. They usually are a second half team. Once they behind, all the garbage time, they try to come back and make it a game. But in that first part of the game, you can take advantage of them. And Toronto is a good team to do that. And I watched Toronto the last couple of games. I love that Brandon Ingram pickup because they can switch all 4 positions in the paint. They can play the 2, the 3, the 4, and possibly the 5 if they have to, if they go small, because, you could put Jakob at the center, and you got 3 different players, RJ, Ingram, and Scotty Barnes, bro. You could switch off with them at any moment of the game. So I love the roster move that they got Brandon Ingram. So I'm gonna be watching Toronto a lot this year, and I think we can make some money with them. They cover the spread easily. They already one of the best teams in the league covering the spread, and they're already 2-0 at home versus the East in the first half. And Charlotte, they're 0-3 on the road in the first half versus the East. So all that correlates to me. Toronto first half, man, come out early, get in and get out -4.5. It sounds like good money to me because I just think they can't match up with Toronto. They're too much length, too much size. And I don't know how LaMelo is going to be effective, because quickly, like I said, he pushes the ball, man. He looking to score too. So I like Toronto's team all around, man. I think the Hornets is a vulnerable team that they could take advantage of at home. It is a bad spot. I see what you're saying, but I just think the team, I think Toronto's just way better than the Hornets right now. So I'm going to trust they come out early. First half, -4.5 for Toronto is what I'm going to play.
No, and I like that look. Toronto's been. I've gotten a couple of first half bets in with them this season and have cashed them both. You got to look at Toronto. Almost puts me in the mind of the East version of Houston.
Yeah,
a tall, just a lengthy team. You can switch. You can switch. Probably 4 out of the 5 positions. just a little bit younger version of Houston, but kind of puts me in the same mind as the Rockets defensively. Stacks, what you think about this one, man?
Uh, I guess we all go win. I haven't gotten there yet, but I got the Hornets on my. They highlighted like they highlighted number 3. Like I'm probably gonna get to the Hornets. I wanted the people to keep betting the Raptors. I wanted a little bit more points. Like I wanted close to 10. I mean, 8.5 is close to 10, but I kind of want like a 9.5 or a 10. I just feel like it's a bad spot for the Raptors. I'm not in a hurry to get in front of this Raptors team. I like the way they play ball, but this first game back at the crib, and it's a bad spot. But then LaMelo, he shouldn't be on no minutes restriction. So I wouldn't want him first half. I would only be full game. And I don't know. It's just, I think I'm going to get there. I doubt it by the time the show is over, but like I really, 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 really want to get there with the Hornets full game. It's just, I don't know. And I'm going to open up. Last night, I want to say, I don't know when it opened up, but last night I seen a 7.5. And I was like, why is that 7.5? Thinking in my head, like, I don't know, maybe I'm way off. I don't know. I just feel like it should be a 10. Like, why didn't it open up at 9.5, 10? And then it jumped from 7.5 to 8 to 8.5. I don't know if that's the accurate line, or I ain't see right before we come on, but I really want the Hornets here. But I don't know if I'm gonna get there. There's a couple other games. There's a football game, so. And I've learned, like, when it stays highlighted this long, it's been highlighted since like 3 a.m. And I still ain't pulled the trigger, so I might not get there, but I want to. Maybe I'll live bet. Maybe Raptors will start off, quick 11-0 run. Then I'll come in on the Hornets. Like, gang, boatload of points. Live. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. I want the Hornets, though. I just can't get there yet.
There's a
certain teams standing in front of just. I need to stand in front of with a better team than the Hornets.
No, I'm with you. There's a prop that I low-key kind of like. Sam, pronounce his last name. Mamuke Lashvili. Over his 8.5 points for Toronto. I'm looking at him, and if you look at this season, he's over this in the last 10 games, 80%. His last 5, 15 at Milwaukee, or 15 versus Milwaukee, 12 at Atlanta, 10 at Philadelphia, 13 at Cleveland, 12 at Indiana. And his line is sitting at 8.5, and you talking about the Raptors don't mind playing fast and getting up and down the floor. And I can see that possibly happening, especially, with them first game back at home. So to see his line at 8.5, and I mean, he's been killing it. The really all season going over this line consistently. So, Sandro, I'm gonna try to pronounce it again. Mamuke Lashvili over 8.5 points. That might be a sneaky good prop for this one. All right, let's hit the next one. Knicks and Heat. Heat, last I looked, it might have moved, laying 1.5 at home, total sitting at 244.5. Brunson's still out for the Knicks. OG out for the Knicks as well. Knicks just beat them back in New York the previous game. So typically spots like this, you want to take the team that just lost. The Heat are in a real good spot. They got the rest advantage. I like them here. I really like them first quarter, but I almost like them first quarter, first half, full game. LJ, what you think about this one, bro?
Yeah, man, you know where I'm going if you know me. First half, Heat, man, minus the half. I mean, they've been one of the first half teams going back to last year, bro. So I'm going to keep riding it, bro. They've been consistently hitting it. They're 5-1 so far right now against the spread in the first half at home. And the Knicks been at home. They finally get on the road. So let's see how they play on the road because, they had a lot of home games. So I don't know if their rhythm is going to be off. Brunson is hurt. So, You got McBride starting at the point. I mean, I don't know how that's gonna look because he's your fire popper off your bench with Clarkson and Shamet, and Hart. So I don't know if their lineup is going to be fluctuated with the fact that Brunson is hurt now because they depend on Brunson a lot to score, bro. And the Heat, they're playing good. I love how at the point is running out right. Davion Mitchell, I love how he's running the point. I love Norman Powell putting up points. So I'm a believer in Miami, bro. So first half minus the half is my official bet on this game.
Yeah, I'm more than likely. I'm gonna probably get there with you. I was thinking first quarter, but more than likely, this was another one that was on my short list. Like, I just feel like the Heat are gonna come out, starting this game off and smoke the Knicks. It wouldn't surprise me if this was double digits by halftime. To be honest with you.
Yeah.
Stacks, you got anything on this one, bro?
Yeah, I do. Actually, I'm glad we're all on the same pace. I just bet it a different way. I'm on the Heat team total. I got that at minus 122. 122 and a half, my fault. Got minus 112. And I don't know, like pretty much everything y'all said. I think this is going to be just the Heat, first quarter, first half. I think there's going to be a lot of points. And I do like this over, but it seems like, I don't know, I seen 240 and a half when I woke up. I want to say I could be off, but when I bet it, the spread was 240 to 241 maybe, and I just think there's going to be a lot of pace. Like Spoelstra, I just feel like he's adapting with the league, and it seems to be working for the Heat. It ain't working for the Magic, but it's working for the Heat. Like he got these boys like make or miss, we out, and you would never think you would see this Heat team play ball like that, like they running and gunning, and it's working for them. And an immediate revenge game back at the crib. I like Norman Powell points. I would look at him, but I just like the Heat so much to score a whole bunch of points. I don't want to bet nothing else. And that's how strong I feel about the Heat scoring points. So I didn't take no props, but I do like Norman Powell. Did I say Jimmy Butler?
No.
I felt like I said Jimmy Butler. All right. Just felt like I'm talking about the Heat. I'm like, damn, did I say Jimmy? But yeah,
No, those are good looks. Those are good looks, man. It looks like we align on Knicks and Heat. So let's this is the one game that I don't have nothing on, Thunder and Pelicans. I don't know, man. Pelicans plus 17 and a half, I guess, but it won't surprise me if they lost this game by 70. What y'all think?
For real, man. Like the OKC can name their number in this game, man. But I really wanted to take the first half OKC, but 10 and a half, bro. They could easily do it. But do I have to bet it though? Like, I don't have to bet that. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna leave it alone. Even though I'm gonna give y'all a nugget. OKC is already 4-0 against the spread off of first half loss. And this is the situation. They just coming off a first half loss their last game. So I'm pretty sure they're going to cover this first half. But let's wait for another game where the line is just a little bit lower. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to have to get the 10 and a half because it'll fall right on that or fall under. And I'll be like, man, I ain't have to take that when they just blow their ass out in the second half. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So let's just fall back. OKC or nothing for sure is the play. But I didn't get nothing to fit. I just don't like the number. It's too big.
What you got? You got anything on this one, Stat?
it's funny. I don't, but I do got something highlighted. I've been all over the place with this game, and it should tell me I should leave it alone. But what I got highlighted is it's on Bet Rivers. OKC Thunder to win by 26 plus at plus 180. And this is what made me highlight it. And it sounds crazy when you say it out loud. But the last 8 games, ATS didn't cover every single spread against the Pelicans.
Yeah.
Now, they haven't been this high, but they beat them by 31. They just beat them by 31 the last time they played. They're 8-0 the last 8 ATS. Like, and again, it hasn't been this number, but 8-0 and 8 is 8-0. Like, and then you just beat them by 31. If you're gonna give me plus 180, like, But I would just be so mad if that's the only reason why I haven't bet it. Like if they won by like 20, I would
Yeah.
just be so mad. Like, tell me you could have just laid the spread.
Yeah, see?
So
There you go.
I would be so mad if they like anything if they won by like 18 to 25. Like how Chris always be saying, I'd be punching the air.
Yeah.
Like,
That's how I feel. For real.
and that's the
man.
only reason why I haven't bet it yet, because I know how mad I'm gonna be.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, well, why don't you just bet the 17 and a half? Because I'm gonna be mad about that too. Like, why would you lay two touchdowns, like and some change on
And
the
a field
road?
goal.
Yeah, like you don't, like you said, you don't have to bet it. Like,
No.
ain't no one got a
Field goal
gun in
in
my head. Like, if this was the only game on TV, it'd be like the perfect, like, fuck it, like, let's just go on a date. Tell girlfriend, like, yo, let's go out to dinner or something. Like,
Yeah.
this would be a perfect night to give her one night.
Mhm.
But we ain't got to bet this game. But I do want to bet that 26 plus. I want to bet it bad. I do.
Exotic
It's just-
Donut, Derek Queen under 13 and a half points. I took a look at that. It just makes me wonder if this is such a blowout that the Thunder just stop caring and don't play defense.
Because Shea don't play the fourth quarter. If they up, he gonna sit. You get what I'm saying? So who's to say how motivated they're gonna be to win by 17? Or like he say, win by 26 plus points. Like we can't, it's too early to trust that. They're not facing any adversity, in my opinion. And the Pelicans suck. Now, if Zion was playing and they had a little bit more firepower, then maybe we could look at it. But Pelicans ain't gonna put no resistance up against this team. So just let it go,
What?
man.
and that's another thing. They just beat on the Warriors and the Lakers.
Yeah.
Like, what's the difference between that? I mean, they was at home, but some people say, they got up for the Lakers and they got up for the Warriors. They might not get up for a road game against the Pelicans.
That they already beat by 26 points, like you say.
Yeah, like, but
And
at
I'm
the same
curious-
time, this Thunder
curious to
team
see
seems like
too.
it just seems like their business as usual. Like, we're gonna go out here and do what we do. But that don't mean you're gonna win by 18 or 26. But
yeah.
I want to get there. I like waking up peacefully. I don't want to wake up mad.
I agree.
I'm
So-
curious to see too how the Pelicans look with Borrego. He's gonna probably try to put his stamp on the team some kind of way. So it'll be interesting to kind of sit back and watch and see what he does with these guys. I don't know if it's anything too much different, but this is a strong stay away from me. All right, Mavs and Timberwolves. This is another one. Man, the Mavs just stink. And the Timberwolves, man, honestly, I like this 14 and a half, man. I just think they come out here and just beat on these dudes. I think this is one of those games that Ant was talking about before the season where it's like, if it's a bad team, I'm going to come out and bust their ass. So maybe this is a spot for that. I don't really got too many opinions on this one. LJ, you got anything on this one?
No, man, nothing official. Mavericks suck, and I'm not really a Minnesota fan. I like Anthony Edwards, but I just don't have an angle with them, for the most part. I think they're up and down. And, Ant's motivation is questionable to me. Sometimes he gets up for teams, sometimes he don't. So they're just too inconsistent for me, even though they should blow the Mavericks out of the water because they are at home. But you probably could look to the prop market in this game. Forrest Ant points for the most part. But Julius Randle's PRA, I think it's at 34.5 the last time I looked at it. He's been crushing that number. He's like at 38, 39 PRA for the last 2 weeks for the most part. So he's been heavily productive in that offense. So I would look at him, his PRA for the most part, because I believe he's going to add to the points, rebounds, and assists, especially when he gets double teamed, coming out the double team, swinging the ball. So I think that's a more sharper look to stick to the props instead of trying to take the side in this game, because Dallas sucks, man. I mean, they're dealing with a lot, and I just don't see, it'll be Minnesota nothing, but I just think there's other games and other opportunities for me to attack and try to find an angle in this game. So I passed on this one.
All right, cool. What you think about this one, Stacks?
Uh, I am going to bet this one. I haven't bet it yet, but it's the very one next to get to. And I don't really. It's a prop. I'm on Anthony Edwards, and I got 30 plus points. I didn't write down what I got it at, but it was plus money though, 30 plus points. And my whole thought process behind that was, I like the bat, even though he had 26 points the last game in that loss against the Nuggets. He shot horribly. So I expect stars when you come off a bad shooting night to shoot good. The only thing that worries me is the spread and the blowout, because it's going to be a blowout. Like it's just a matter of when the blowout is going to happen and how many points is Anthony going to have. I'm breaking my rule with this, but I never bet props, double-digit spreads. Right, that's just something I don't do. But I think this calls for. I think Ant's gonna have a big game. I just hope the Mavericks fight long enough for him to get it.
You said you hope the Mavericks fight hard enough to do what now?
I just hope the Mavericks fight hard enough for Ant to get his stick around long enough for Ant to catch his points. Because if they're up 30 in the middle of the third quarter, Ant gonna sit down.
No, he is definitely.
So I need them to keep it competitive until Ant gets 30.
All right, fellas. Last one on the board: Bulls Nuggets. I did make a play on this one. Nuggets laying 14.5 at home. Total sitting at 239, 240 in some spots. Man, I took the Bulls team total under. I mean, coming off of that marathon game against Utah, going into altitude once again. Denver, top 5 defensive team in the league. Pretty sure Jokic is going to be in there. There's a ton of different ways you can look in this game, but I played Bulls team total under 113.5. I got it on 365 maybe about an hour or two ago. And also like Nuggets first quarter, -3.5. I think they jump on these boys early. This is another one I could see Denver winning by 20 plus. LJ, what you think about this one, bro?
Hey, I'm right with you on that first quarter. Denver, first quarter at home, it's been good money, man. 9-2-1 in the first quarter against the spread at home. So, yeah, I'm digging that first quarter, jumping on the Bulls early. But, Jokic triple-double, man, -140. I mean, I don't see why we can't stop taking it because he's had it at home versus the East in both games. So I don't see why he can't get it right now, bro. I'm just going to continue to keep taking it. He's the best player in the league, besides Giannis to me. Those are the number 1, number 2 in my opinion. So until he shows us that he ain't going to hit it, why are we going to stop taking it? That's why it's at -140, man, because they know that this guy has the potential to hit this triple-double every single night. Now, I'm not mad at Josh Giddey, too, because his double-double parlay with Jokic's triple-double, that'll get you plus 174. So, I don't know. That may be a bad sprinkle, because Giddey's going to get the rebounds or the assists and the points. It's either or. Now, if you trust Jokic's going to get the triple-double, you get what I'm saying? That's on you. But I just think both of those are good money. And the Giddey triple-double is plus 305. So I wouldn't be mad if both these boys get a triple-double in the same game, especially if it goes into overtime. Because both these teams put up points, more so the Nuggets. So other than that,
that means take the Bulls.
You know what I'm saying?
Bulls money line.
And first quarter, Denver is where I play.
Yes, sir. What you think about this one, Stacks?
I don't know when I bet it, but I didn't write the odds down. I got caught up and didn't write the thing down for the show. But I did bet Jokic's triple-double, but I know I didn't get no -140. But he's also in Texas. They got to do a little different down there. So, but it makes me want to look. I didn't get nothing close to one. I wouldn't even have betted at 140. But it's a strong bet, like Mr. Triple-double. But I don't know. I kind of like the Giddey thing. It's just double overtime scare me. Now double overtime going into altitude, like
and coming from altitude on top of that.
That's what I'm saying. So I actually like the Giddey look. I just didn't even look at him because of the double overtime. And then once LJ said it and started talking, I don't know. I kind of like that kid. It's just he's going to get it fast. He's going to run out of energy. Altitude, double overtime.
You would think they would run out of gas, but hey, you never know.
But they professionals though, so you know.
And the Bulls are young too. It's not like they're an old team.
Yeah, I'm about to say he's not no old head, so
Yeah.
he just got a bad rep because you know.
Yeah. All right, fellas, let's hit the best bets. Stacks, what you like tonight? And it could be any sport too. So if what you got, if your best bet's not an NBA play, what are you playing?
I'm gonna get two. Yeah, I posted it on X, so people don't follow me, and I'll get a number. That's my best bet. Give me the Milwaukee Bucks. You get a better number. I got it's at 7.5 now. I posted it at 7 this morning, so I'm not concerned with the line. That'd be my best NBA bet. Milwaukee Bucks +7 is what I got. So y'all go ahead and tell and get 7.5, and go to NBA or NFL. I'll give you one in NFL too. Dallas Cowboys also posted this on X this morning. Dallas Cowboys team total over 26.5, -120. Got that at Bet Rivers. Just that they're gonna score, and they're gonna score early. They're gonna score often. It's a high point total. The spread totals at like 50. Cowboys, I don't think the Raiders are going to score this much. Cowboys got their little defense boosted up a little bit, so I think they'll slow down Ashton Jennings. Coming off of back-to-back losses before their bye week, I expect an offensive explosion. So Cowboys team total over 26.5, and Milwaukee Bucks +7. 7.5, whatever you get.
Like it. LJ, my brother. What do you got for tonight? Best play.
Man, my best bet is probably gonna be that Pistons team total over 59 in the first half. It's a division game. Pacers do not have the horsepower to keep up with this team, you know. And like I said, they've been giving it up in the first half. Ranked 27th in first half margin, -5.5. The Pistons are +10 in the last 3 games in the first half point margin. So I just think they're going to put up points on this team. So team total over 59 first half for the Pistons is my official best bet for the show.
All right, cool. For me, best play, only play that I've made so far, Bulls team total under 113.5. We talked about it. I think that the Bulls, double overtime, no Kobe White once again, going into altitude, running into Denver. They top 5 offensively and defensively. Honestly, man, they the title favorites. Not the title favorites. I got to put them right below OKC, but yeah, one of the best teams in the league, if you ask me. So I think the Bulls are in a bad spot, and I think they're gonna get smoked tonight. All right, fellas, we got through it. 50 minutes, broke down the card. Got some nice looks for tonight. You know, maybe be playing some stuff live. I might be putting some stuff in later, but look forward to getting back on with you guys, man. LJ, thanks for joining us today, man. And if you guys don't have anything else, we out of here. John Witherspoon's gonna take it to the crib. Peace.
Broke, try to have a nice day. If you're fat, try to have a nice day. If you're skinny, try to have a nice day. If you got a big head, try to have a nice day. If your mama's ugly, try to have a nice day. If your daddy whoop your ass, try to have a nice day. If a dog bites you in the ass, bite him back and try to have a nice day. Try to have a nice day. See, that's my theme. Try to have a nice day. I'm about to leave right now. We'll try to have me a nice day. All right. Try to have a nice day.